Right, yes guys, welcome back to another one, and today I'm going to be taking you over the trade recap from today's trade, which we secured around 48 handles on inside the lunch macro. So let's get straight into it. Right, so this is the trade right here. So we're going to slowly break this down. Well, not slowly, I'm going to quickly get this over and done with so I can go enjoy the rest of my day. As I've been looking at the charts pretty much all day. Well, not all day, but majority of the day. So what we can see here is that price has just been pushing higher. We've taken out all points of liquidity inside of the first AM session. Well, even before the AM session, we had a crazy push higher inside the New York AM session. So the New York Open, it was just a crazy push. So I then marked out the old London highs and Asia highs from the previous day, which was Friday's price action. So I marked out that on Friday's price action. And what we could see was that it never went to go take out 23279. So I did take a short inside the first AM macro, which did end up being a loss. So this was the loss right here. This was the loss here. We had a displacement lower with the bearish S&T between NQ and ES. And I tapped back into this 1 minute bearish gap and I got stopped out for around 15 handles. So wasn't the greatest trade, but then again, it was clean. It was there to be taken and I took it. Simple as that. So now looking at the lunch macro, what we can see coming into the session is we've taken out the short-term low on both NQ and ES. Now, the problem is, right, look at price action. Just take a look at price action. From the start of the first New York AM macro, we have just been chopping about constant accumulation and just chop, chop, chop. No real direction. But what was my bias? My bias, I still thought there was a trade inside of it. If there was a clean opportunity to be taken, I will take it. Simple as that. And what we could see here was price was trading into a 5 minute bullish gap. So from the 5 minute to the 15 to the 30 and to the 1 hour, it was trading inside of a bullish fair value gap. So because that point was being respected and we had swept a 50-minute low and this 5-minute low, so that point of minus sell side, my bias was bullish and I thought the draw, the London highs, was strong. So I was like, okay, I want to look for a trade towards London highs. So let's see if we can get it. So we actually did take a trade on this inside the second AM macro, which got stopped out as well. But with our risk management, it wasn't as serious as it could have been. And then what we could see here was a displacement through that short-term high, a tap back into that 1 minute bullish gap. So this is a very clean setup. The short-term low got swept, so sell stops got taken. We had that displacement higher and the exact same model as every other trade. Now, someone could have potentially taken shorts here, but personally, with when we were looking at the bias in the VIP server, this is what made the most sense, and this is what we had taken. So, with that displacement higher, price was not trading into any opposing gaps, but because I had taken previous losses, I was still using half size, even though it was an A+ setup, and trades like these don't come along often. And then instantly the candle flipped. You had to be really super quick with your entry. The candle flipped, took out this first short-term high, so we were instantly break even. And then take a look at the rest of this trade. So we started pushing higher. ES then took those first short-term highs. And then my target for ES was 6345. And there we have it. Nasdaq then shortly followed that point. And we smashed TP. And here's the thing, ES did take that point, and usually you should close that final objective, but we were so close to TP, and I wanted to see Nasdaq run all the way because I wanted to be up on the day. Now, that does seem like, trading based off emotions, but I wanted to see Nasdaq push that a little bit higher. It should have gone higher because the draw for London highs is higher. ES is still pushing higher, so NAS should follow. So just with market experience, I would know that price just wants to push higher in this situation. So yeah, that was what we saw inside the lunch macro, and we were up 48 handles on that one. So overall, green on the day, lovely stuff. And I want to get this few more in, but then it makes me all dark, so then you can't see me. So it's one or the other. I guess I'm gonna have to go blackface with this one. But yeah, that was basically the breakdown. I'm not gonna long it too much, and nothing more to really say about that. That was an A+, super clean setup. Nothing more you can really put wrong about that. Look how algorithmic that setup was. Out of the single chop throughout this whole day, and out of all the setups you could have taken, I've seen people on TikTok who were in for shorts, And on live streams, when I was just scrolling, I was just taking a look at what people are looking at for the day, and all of them would have been stopped out because they would have been using crazy. Some of the stop losses I've seen today have been, or like even day to day, is crazy. But this is why we stick to our plan and we follow our model, and eventually we will come out on top. No matter how many losses you take on the day, one trade and you're back. One winning trade and you're back in the game. It's as simple as that. So there you have it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this trade recap, and I'll see you in the next one for tomorrow's AM session. And if you do want to get inside of the Telegram, the free Telegram is link in bio. And if you want to join and trade with us live and see how we do things day to day, then either DM me on Instagram or simply buy straight from the WAP, which is the link in my bio, or the link in the description of this video to get inside the VIP server. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.